Everybody, we're gonna do a little story time out in the woods, I guess. And I wanna talk about me getting shingles. I got shingles when I was 30 years old. A painful, blistering, debilitating rash wrapping around my torso. But people who are 30 years old aren't supposed to get shingles. Shingles is supposed to be a disease that you only get when you're older, 50, 60, 70 years plus. But here I was, a 30-year-old with shingles, and it was all because of stress. Now, shingles is a viral infection caused by the varicella-zoster virus. And if you've ever had chickenpox, you've had VZV. It's the same thing, shingles and chickenpox. So once you have chickenpox, it lies dormant in the base of your spine and can erupt later in life, usually when you're older because your immune system can't keep it suppressed, but also if you are immunocompromised, say like with HIV, going through cancer treatment, or at times of extreme stress. And there's a vaccine for shingles, but unless you're over 50 years old, they won't actually let you get the vaccine for shingles, or at least that's what I was told, because it's really a vaccine to protect against those who are likely to get shingles, people who are older. And it's even advised that you not get the shingles vaccine until you're about 60 years old, because it's only effective for 5 to 10 years. So to ensure that you are protected when you are of age. And even though shingles is thought of to be an elderly person's disease, I would come to find out that shingles in young adults, 30-year-olds, is on the rise. And what's the reason? Well, stress. Lots and lots and lots of stress. If you're not familiar with shingles, and you're probably not, symptoms of shingles include a painful rash that sort of centers around a dermatome, which is an area of skin supplied by a single nerve. You have a fever, sort of feel lethargic. The rash is painful to touch, it blisters, it scabs. It can cause nerve pain and damage at the site of where the infection is. It's all around absolutely horrible, way worse than chickenpox, or at least from what I remember from having chickenpox when I was very small. And when I got shingles, I had all the symptoms. It was clearly shingles, but the first nurse that I went to go see actually didn't say that it was shingles. She thought it may have been a allergic reaction or something else, gave me some hydrocortisone cream and sent me on my way. It wasn't until a few days later, when it was getting really bad, that I went to go see someone else, and they said, you have shingles. And I had shingles because I was under an extreme amount of stress. At the time, I was running a podcast and producing an episode every single week. I had just moved in with my girlfriend, and we were about to get a brand new apartment together. Work, my 9-to-5 job, was extremely busy at the time, and I was starting a company with my brother, trying to get it up and off the ground. So all this stuff was happening at the same time, and it was too much for me to keep track of, it to handle, and I had a nervous breakdown, and then my immune system crashed and I got shingles. But as I said, I'm not alone. Shingles in young adults is on the rise, and there have even been studies looking at people under extreme duress and stress and showing that they actually can have flare-ups of shingles. Astronauts actually, space travel is so hard on the body and imparts so much stress that astronauts can actually have flare-ups of shingles. So I, through my everyday life, was putting enough stress on myself to depress my immune system and cause a shingles outbreak. And once I knew what I had, I got the medication and the shingles cleared up. I have a little bit of scarring resulting from the shingles, but otherwise I am shingles free. And in the 3 years since, I have really made a conscious effort to reduce my amount of stress and take better care of my mental state and ensuring that I don't have too much on my plate. On this channel, I have talked about journaling, which has really helped me meditation, being very, very mindful of the things that I bring into my life and being more of an essentialist. Minimalism has helped a lot in decluttering and de-stressing my life, and just being more and more intentional and mindful about the things that I do and the amount of stress that it can either cause me in the moment or potentially set me up for future stress. And I'm still stressed. I probably could definitely do a lot more to lessen the stress in my life, but it took shingles and having a panic attack and nervous breakdown to really realize how stressed I was. And maybe you're in the same boat. Maybe you don't think that you are that stressed, or you were like me and think that stress is good. It gives you an edge and you thrive in stress. I thought the same, but my body told me otherwise. So take some time to go out in nature, hike around in the woods. I'm here with a group of friends that we got together so we could enjoy each other's company after, of course, everybody quarantining for 2 weeks prior, getting tested to make sure that they didn't have COVID-19. So be safe if you're gonna meet with up with groups of people. But it's just been a really nice weekend to enjoy with friends, out in the woods, cooking good food, doing a little bit of self-care. And I recommend that you do the same, either with loved ones, friends, or just on your own, and take some time for yourself. Because, take it from me, shingles is absolutely painful, and I would not wish that on anyone. But my name is Tyler Lloyd, and this is my YouTube channel where I document my personal development journey. Hopefully you enjoyed this little story about me getting shingles when I was 30 years old. And until next time, I hope you have an amazing day. Bye.